One Pride family, what's up? It's your boy. Video two of the day for me, man. Detroit Lions, um, you know, are getting ready to make a hell of a signing at coach, um, and he's already doing work as coach, even though he's not officially the Detroit Lions coach. So um, I feel like it's absolutely the right move. I had mixed feelings at first, man, but that was just me not wanting to see the Lions hit the reset button again. But it had to be made. Caldwell was just not going to take the Lions to the next level. I mean, it's just obvious. Um, but we need a coach like we're about to have right now. Matt Patricia is definitely the real deal when it comes to being a guru, um, as far as schemes. Um, this guy, we just watched the Jazz game where they come out of halftime, man, as usual, and the Jazz couldn't run the ball to save their life. You know what I'm saying? You know they just shut everything down, and that was one of our you know biggest needs is defensive scheme. Um, you know, I like the job Terrell Austin did. But I feel like Matt Patricia is about to take us to the next level. He's getting ready to overhaul his defensive coaching staff, um, and I'm actually really excited to see what he brings to this team. He's making some key firings to me, some guys that I feel like should be fired. The linebackers coach and the offensive line coach was number one and two on my shit list. um, the defensive back coach, he's still around. I mean, he should be. I feel like the defensive backs um, have not been a problem, but that linebacker core has been a problem, um, and I feel like the D line coach was definitely a problem. So fix the trenches, get the linebacker core together. Uh, Running backs coach is out of here. Quarterbacks coach is out of here. Um, which that one I didn't really understand, but I felt like my man, he was doing a pretty good job. Um, but they know what we don't, and he wants to bring who he wants to bring, so bring it on. You know what I'm saying? Bring it on, Matt Patricia. But yeah, you know, a couple of unique things about this hiring. Because like I said, with him and Belichick, they are unique in what they do. They can do two different schemes in one game. They can do a 3-4 or a 4-3. You know what I'm saying? They were versatile. They didn't believe that you should just be a one scheme team. Um, and look where it's led them. You don't want to be predictable out there, man. And that's been the Lions' biggest problem. Huge problem with the Detroit Lions is, oh my God, so predictable. And everything they fucking do, they are so predictable, man. So that situation most likely is going to change. With that being said, I'm interested to see who he brings with him. We cannot officially hire him until February 4th, but I want to see the hirings. I want to see who he can pull here to Detroit. Um, a lot of people thought he was going to end up with the Giants, but they officially are hiring Pat Shermer. So um, this will definitely be our next head coach, and I'm very excited about it because I feel like he can definitely bring the utmost professionalism to the team. You can't get a better selection than that. This guy, I mean, look how many Super Bowls they've won over the year. Look how long he's been with Bill Belichick, um, as a partner, as a student. So um, it's like you just can't go wrong with this one. So I'm very excited to see what he does, as far as his staff that he brings with him, and what the Lions are going to look like. But the number two thing on the list is Bob Quinn. Bob Quinn has a very, very important off season. He definitely has an important off season. He has the hit on the draft. He also has the hit in free agency. If you want to take this Lions team to the next level, the real next level, We need a few more pieces. Definitely got to get some help on this D line. So one thing that I would prefer everybody to do, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, if you're a true Detroit Lions fan, you need to be watching the Senior Bowl Saturday, January 27th, 2:30. Uh, you definitely need to be watching the Senior Bowl Saturday, and paying attention out there, um, because there's about a good 4 or 5 guys that the Lions could possibly go after. So um, you definitely need to be watching that. But Bob Quinn is he's another big piece of what has to happen for the Detroit Lions to really enter that next level. He has to make the right moves. He has to get some solid free agents in here, not nobody else's garbage. We need some acquisitions, some real acquisitions. And he needs to work that checkbook to the utmost, for the Lions to be successful. Um, because I feel like we missed another opportunity this year simply because of lack of coaching and um, not having enough talent in certain areas and key areas. But we have to have a running back here. We got to have a running back. It is absolutely time for Matthew Stafford to have somebody who can rush for 100 yards, man. This guy has not had a 100-yard rusher um, since his tenure here, with the Detroit Lions, man. You have a 1 or 2 games in a season where somebody luck up and get 100 yards. No, we need somebody consistent, man. We need a big back, a big bruiser with some speed that teams absolutely hate to tackle. Teams love to see Amir Abdullah coming their way because I've seen this guy get tackled with just one hand. He's too small to be an every down back. I honestly feel like, Amir Abdullah can do other things besides, running back. Return some kicks, some punts or whatever. Mix it up with him and Agnew, or I don't know whatever you want to do with him. Throw him in the slot certain situations, or have him out the backfield as a pass receiver. But every down running back is not going to happen for Amir Abdullah. He is absolutely too small, and he can't, break through those big 300-pounders, like we need. So that's why I feel like Tion Green had the little bit success that he had because he's a bigger dude, man. Um, we got to get a stud, an absolute stud at running back. Um, and we have to have an absolute stud on the defensive line. We got to have somebody to match up with Ashawn Robinson in that middle. Um, Definitely got to get some force there. Got to have some pressure. We don't have pressure. We have nothing on the defense, man. We got to pressure these quarterbacks. So, with that being said, those are my 2 top positions that I'm looking for the Lions to draft first. The first round. Don't necessarily have to get a running back in the first round, but if you're serious about getting that running game going, you going running back in the first round. Um, and to me, that's the move. You can get a defensive tackle in the second round, or you can go find some of those diamonds in the rough, like the Patriot way is. They go out and get guys that you wouldn't expect a team to draft, and they turn them into diamonds. So hopefully they can bring that with them. Bob Quinn has done that, a little bit. So, I mean, he found Kenny Galladay. So we'll see what happened with that situation. Another thing I wanted to talk about, as far as the Detroit Lions, is the fan base. I feel like the fan base has simmered down a lot. I thought, tempers would be flaring a little bit more, but it's actually been some logical statements on Twitter I've been reading. People I've been talking to, they've been saying some logical things. They don't think the Detroit Lions are absolute trash. They know that we are a few moves away, that we needed a new coaching staff. And I'm actually very, very proud of the Detroit Lions fan base. I thought it would be way worse. Of course, y'all know for me, it's very frustrating to hear idiotic things all the time and have to deal with them, and you don't get paid for it. You know what I mean? I don't get paid for this. And sit there and listen to crazy people talk all the time. It's frustrating. It's annoying. But I've been hearing nothing but, you know, logical things. Of course, you have one or two that just say some stupid off the wall stuff, but I've been hearing some pretty logical things, man. And I'm absolutely proud of the One Pride Nation, man. They've been doing a pretty good job of handling this process with the Detroit Lions. They are definitely trusting the process. So, um, with that being said, shout out to all the Detroit Lions fans across the nation. We gonna get this thing together. We'll get this ship right, man. It's just this process right here is, it had to be done. But most definitely, Bob Quinn has to make some moves. He has to make some things happen. Um, Definitely want to see what type of talent he can bring in here. Definitely looking forward to next season. Definitely forward to next season. I know people hear it all the time. Oh, next season, next season. This season coming is going to be something special. Matt Patricia brings the public eye to the Detroit Lions even more. Even though the Detroit Lions is a losing franchise, we have fans all over the world for some reason. Um, but Matt Patricia is definitely going to bring uh, a bigger microscope to the Detroit Lions, which is always good. Marketability is key in the sports world because that's what it's about. It's about dollars. Um, and everybody is going to want to see what Matt Patricia can do. So, especially with the Lions. So, it's going to be a fun season. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lions get some more airtime this year on national TV. So, um, that's definitely something to look forward to. But I want to give a shout out to to the DVE crew that's out there. We be in them hangouts, man, yelling and hollering at each other. Frustrated fans, but at the end of the day, we all came in a basic agreement about the Detroit Lions and what's going on with that team. Definitely fun jumping in Man Beast Morris. His live streams he do, man. And even when he doesn't do live streams, we still get on hangouts and we had some fun. When I can make it to one, definitely had some fun. Shout out to Man Beast, man, for doing that, man, and keeping the fellas tight knit and as a unit. Definitely appreciate that. Um, but shout out to everybody, man. Dante, Craig, J Mo and East Warren LB and Immortal East Warren LB, Immortal. Right? I didn't want to leave that out. But yeah, LB and Moby and everybody, man. Everybody. If I miss somebody, it's not on purpose. It's just a lot of us, damn it. It's damn sure a lot of us, but definitely appreciate everybody, man. Dante, didn't forget about you, Dante. Want you going ape shit on me on the video, so I know you got Caldwell at your house now, so definitely fun, chatting with the guys. Y'all need to check those out. Y'all need to, if you're not subscribed to Man Beast Morris, I don't know what the hell you're doing with your life. You definitely need to subscribe to Man Beast Morris' channel. He talks Lions all the time. Hitman 313, even though I haven't seen or heard from you, but definitely appreciate all the fellas, man. So shout out to the DVE family. Shout out to all of my subscribers. Shout out to the One Pride Nation out there. That's all I got for y'all today as far as Detroit Lions. We'll see as the tables continue to turn. And if we get any updates or any big news, I definitely will put a video out. I don't give a damn if I'm sitting on the toilet. I'm putting something out for y'all, man. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all. It's your boy, I'm out.